Mine?
Yeah.
Jackie.
So you just give me any comments that you think it would help improve it, the piece.
You, now, after I read it?
Yeah, after I read it.
Oh, okay.
Just
Oh,
anything that might
okay,
would help.
okay.
Something that might help it.
I already see the first line needs help.
Thanks.
Grammatically.
That's okay. That's the way it works out sometimes. Okay, my name is Courtney Webb, and I'm reading a story. And my story is Scarecrow. Can you hear me? Okay? All right. He had huge blue eyes, a shock of pure white hair under the baseball cap. Tall and gangly, you could tell it by his profile he had been a very handsome man once. Sunburned by 1,000 hot Fresno suns, he rode his bicycle here and there over the streets of the town, a scarecrow on the back of a bike. Bill, is that you? The chubby elderly lady dressed in a mauve warm-up suit waved one hand out of their front door. Oh, Bill, I have something for you. Just wait a second, I'll be right out. Bill paused in front of his apartment door, the door key in his hand, and turned to look down the hallway. Impatience clouded his face as he clutched the key. He decided to go in anyway. Phyllis would catch up, she always did. He unlocked the door and dumped his heavy backpack on the floor. Thankfully, they had a nice bike rack downstairs so he could lock up his bike without having to bring it inside. He started to flip through his mail, looking to see if there was anything interesting. Whole term life. Get your policy for whole term life. Discounted. Special for senior citizens. He threw it in the trash with a flick. Coupons. Green Dot Market coupons. He set those aside. More ads for cable TV, wireless phones, hearing aids, funeral home specials. Jesus, he thought to himself, I'm not dead yet. There was one for our Latin dance club, Cumbiastron. In bold letters, it announced salsa night at the club. He put that one to the side. There was a knock on the door. There you are. I thought I had missed you, Phyllis gushed with an aluminum-covered pan in her hands. I wish, Bill winced to himself. I just happen to have some extra of this beef casserole, and I know how much you like ground beef. No big pieces. She smiled a big smile at him, a wonderful set of choppers showing. Oh, that is so nice of you, Phyllis, he used in his best nicey nice voice. You are so right. It is my favorite. He yanked the glass dish out of her hands and placed it on the counter. I thought maybe you could join us downstairs later for some bridge. Sorry, Phyllis, I just can't. Got some things I have to get done. Maybe next time. He was scooting her toward the door with his big bony hands. Her mouth formed a little disappointed moue. I just thought. No, you were right to ask. It's just that I have a long morning already and have to get rest up for this evening. You understand. He grinned at her. He had a nice set of choppers, too. Phyllis recovered. Okay, then. Well, enjoy your dinner, and next time. Bill nodded vigorously and shut the door on her rear end. Now, where is that blue silk shirt I used to have? He went to the bedroom and started to rummage through the closet. He wanted to make it to church tonight and see if that new gal was there. Lady, Linda, he mused. What was her name? Ah, here it is. He slid the long-sleeved shirt out of the closet and examined it. Being over 20 years old, he was not doing too badly. Like you old dog. He winked at himself in the mirror. Lady, I think the name was. Hot. He headed for the shower, humming a little tune. Lady from Styx. That evening, Bill arrived at Open Door Mission Church a little early and hustled over to get coffee and cookies before they were all gone. The church crowd was starting to gather and mill around the room, and Bill worked the room, saying hello and shaking hands. He was peering around looking to see if Lady had arrived yet. To his disappointment, she was not there. Patience, he mumbled to himself. All things in God's time. Can't rush it. Bill, hey, you're here, came the booming voice of the church pastor. Bill turned. Jimmy Dean, minister of Open Door, was a paunchy guy with a friendly face and balding, thin blonde hair. He was extending his hand effusively toward Bill. They shook hands and exchanged pleasantries. After a few minutes, Jimmy shifted his over-tight belt around his double-knit polyester tan pants. Bill wondered if they came from Walmart. It would be the kind of tacky thing the pastor's wife would buy. Bill, I need to discuss something with you for just a minute. Jimmy was starting to sweat a little on the brow. There was a pause while the man tried to collect his thoughts. You know that we at the church, he waved his hand a bit to indicate the congregation, always appreciate the help you give us, volunteering and all. I'm here to serve and help, Jimmy. You know that, Bill answered earnestly. I'm just a humble servant of God. Jimmy paused for a moment, seemingly losing his train of thought. Yeah, right. That's the sort of thing, Bill, he paused again. Some of the parishioners, just a few mind you, have been complaining about the help you've been giving them. Bill managed to look shocked. Whatever can you mean, Jimmy? Well, Jimmy was having a little trouble with the words. Some people feel you're a little, well, intense. Yes, that's the word. A little too intense for their liking. Well, Jimmy, you know that I started out in seminary school and I have been doing good works and carrying the message of the Lord all these years. I'm so sorry people just aren't interested. Interested is not really the right word, Bill. No, I wouldn't use the word interested. No, it's more like they feel you come on too strong with them and the message, and they feel he was struggling again. They feel, well, intimidated. Yes, that's it, intimidated. Bill was shaking his head back and forth, mystified. Well, Jimmy, whatever it is you want from me, you know you just have to ask. You know that, don't you, Jimmy? He put a bony hand on Jimmy's thick shoulder. Well, of course, Bill. Jimmy was trying hard to maintain eye contact. Tell you what, maybe if you could just tone things down a bit for the time being, let the newcomers just sort of feel their way around here, maybe that would help. Bill was nodding with enthusiasm. Absolutely, Jimmy. You're the man in charge. Jimmy looked relieved. He could see his wife scowling at him from the kitchen area. Well, actually, he's the man in charge. He pointed a finger upwards. But still, so glad we could speak to each other like this. Again, thanks for all your work with the church. Enjoy the service. He wiped his brow with a hand and scurried off to see what his wife wanted. Bill smiled and turned back to the congregation pews. Ass, he thought to himself. I was preaching when he was in diapers. Jimmy beat it over to his wife double time. Did you talk to him? She hissed at him in a low voice. Yes, Linda, I talked to him. He seems very cooperative. I hope so. I am so sick of him, you old moocher. She shook her head in disgust. The service was starting, so Bill was forced to find a seat with the others. To his delight, he espied a lady coming in late through a side door and grabbed a seat a few rows ahead of him. He could lean sideways and get a glimpse of her stocking-clad legs over a well-shod heel. Got to love it, he mumbled a little. The short, dumpy lady sitting next to him shot him a suspicious look. He opened his book. After the service, the church always served more coffee and refreshments, and he raced the crowd back to the kitchen. Lady wandered in and was talking to some other women. He moseyed over and hung on to the edges of the conversation, laughing when the others laughed. As the parishioners started to leave, he casually got his bike off the rack and wandered over to where Liddy was getting in her car. So good to see you here tonight. We just love newcomers, he told her. She looked a little startled, then pausing said, that is so sweet to hear you say. Thanks, Bill. It feels great to be welcomed. Don't know if you'd ever like to go for coffee after the service, he ventured. She had gotten the car door open and threw her purse in. She looked like she was considering his offer for a moment. Don't think so, Bill. Thanks so much. I have to get home to my fiancé. His guts lurched at the word fiancé. He managed to keep the smile on his face. Well, maybe invite him too sometime. Why the heck not? She laughed and got into her car. Maybe sometime. She started the engine and drove away. When she was well out of the parking lot, she shook her blonde head back and forth. Men. Amazing. Bill was pedaling like a madman back home to Happy House Village. She's not that great, he fumed furiously. And that suit she was wearing, what's that color? Hot pink? Just another tart in a cheap suit. He slammed his bike into the bike rack. As he went by the clubhouse, he could see a group of people playing cards. Phyllis was there, sitting next to a man he didn't know. Yucking it up as always, bunch of jerk-offs. He stomped up the stairs, not waiting for the elevator. Next night, Bill rode the bus, putting his bike on the front, and was able to find the Cubiaton bar for the salsa dancing. The Electro Latin Nights, the billboard screamed. He was wearing his best blue silk shirt and some nice fading white pants. He was so proud of himself he could still fit into his old clothes. That's exercise for ya. Plus, he knew the light here would be very dim, so that would help immensely. Always a good dancer, he was eager to try these new steps. Go, dog, go, he encouraged himself. He asked many ladies to dance, and they usually said yes, and pretty soon the whole place was a riot of motion and energy. He was really having fun. After the end of one exhausting set, he asked his little Latina partner, drink? Señor Dos Equis, por favor. Bill ran to get her drink. As she sat sipping her drink, he fondled his coat. Would you like to go out sometime? She laughed, a little tinkling laugh, and her black curls shook. No, man, you fond, but you old enough to be my grandpa. She giggled again and sipped her beer, her bright red nail polish brushing the drops off her low-cut chiffon thing she was wearing. Bill raised his glass. Cheers, no problem. He gave her a big smile. Back home that night, he stared in the mirror. What's wrong with me, he asked with reflection. The girls used to go wild over me. They must have no taste anymore. Shaking his head sadly over the state of the world, he made his way to bed. Next night, he waited until it was bridge time and ambled downstairs to join the group. He balanced one skinny hip on the plush chair. So, Phyllis, he asked casually, still looking for that bridge partner? Oh, Bill, that is so sweet of you, Phyllis gushed. But oh, here he is. She waved to the entranceway as a dark-haired man walked in. Fred, over here, honey. Fred sauntered over and plopped down on one of the folding chairs at the card table. Fred is my new bridge partner. Isn't he the cutest? Fred, looking a bit like a carnival bear dressed in a shirt and tie, gave a curt nod in Bill's general direction. So, we gonna play or what? Growled Sally, the unofficial Greek headmaster, a cigarette hanging out of her mouth. The others eagerly pulled their chairs up to the table, waiting for cards. Yeah, Bill mumbled to Phyllis, who was already caught up in the game. He got off the chair and wandered out to the pool and laid down on one of the big white plastic loungers. He leaned back and stared up at the night sky and the bright white stars. What's the world coming to, Lord? What's the world coming to? The end.